So after watching quite possibly one of the worst movies of the year last week, this week I actually got to see one of the best movies of the year. Planet of the Apes is obviously the sequel to Rise of the Planet of the Apes, which came out I think 2 years ago. It's set about 10 years after Rise, so now the human race is pretty much wiped out, almost completely wiped out by the simian flu. The apes have made the forest near San Francisco their home, and generally everything is doing fine until the humans make contact with the apes. So I don't really want to get into the story anymore because I want you guys to actually just check it out for yourselves. Now the first time I saw this movie I thought it was just okay, but I let it sink in a bit and actually watched it the second time, and I can definitely say without a doubt that this is one of the best movies of the year. I have to talk about the animation and CGI because it is insane, like the level of realism and detail they managed to put in this movie. Unlike the shitty ass CGI you had in Transformers, in Apes it's incredibly realistic to the point where you wonder if that's really CGI. Andy Serkis is without a doubt one of the best like animal actors, if you can use that term. I would say everyone else did a pretty good job in their roles as well. I would have liked Gary Oldman to have a bigger role because actually his role isn't as prominent as the trailers might want you to think. So while the movie might be a little predictable for some, it might not really be to others, because the movie does try to throw you off and throw you in a different direction than what you're thinking of. But even if you can kind of guess what's gonna happen in the end, the journey from A to B and actually getting there is really compelling to watch. They managed to give the apes like a lot of character without actually having them say much. They had personalities that you can like identify with, as did the humans. They also had distinct characters and personalities. I guess what I'm trying to say is whether ape or human, everyone in the movie as a character functions well. This movie is 2 hours long, which I think is just like the right amount of time. I think it could have been a bit faster in the first act, but actually it was okay. I didn't get bored at any point, and the movie kept my attention even during my second viewing. So even though it's a bit slow at the start and there are some conveniences and minor inconsistencies, it really doesn't distract from the movie at all. So I'd definitely say Dawn of the Planet of the Apes is worth watching twice. Perhaps the only reason that you wouldn't like this movie is if you don't like looking at a lot of apes for like nearly 2 hours. Bro, just give it a chance. It's a good movie and I really hope that you guys can enjoy it as much as I did. I can't wait to see the next installment of the Planet of the Apes. I think it's gonna be called War of the Planet of the Apes, so that should be cool. So if you've seen Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, I don't know what you guys think. Leave a comment and I'll see you guys next time.